Hiya! Welcome! Well, I've got two records to show you today, both from the same group, the same artist, and it's a project really, that I got my first album from them, not their first album, but the first one for my collection, last year, along with a related Funko Pop. And there's no Funko Pops in this video. I might flash one up on screen briefly later on. This is all about the music. I've got a mail opening to do from EMP in a moment, but first I want to show you an album that I got a few days ago. I've listened to it. It's marvellous. It's from the band, if you can call them a band, it's really like one guy, Swedish guy, Tobias Forge I think his name is, and his project Ghost, and this is the album in question. Let me just take it out of this protective outer sleeve. There'll still be some glare. And this is Ghost's, I believe, third studio album, originally out in 2015, and it's called Meliora. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And I listened to this yesterday, got it a few days ago. Another brilliant album. I got Ghost's fourth and most recent studio album, Prequel, last year, at the same time that I got the Papa Nihil Funko Pop. There's a few Ghost Funko Pops that are out, all variations on the same frontman character portrayed by Tobias Forge. I'm going to show you this disc in better detail in a moment because it looks absolutely marvellous. This was from the band's record label's web store, Loma Vista Records. Had to wait quite a while for this to come back in stock. I think it originally came out late last year, but it had sold out quick and I was waiting for more stock, and it finally arrived. Price-wise, including postage, I think it was around £27 something, which is a little bit high for a one-disc album, but this is a really, really cracking edition. So I'll take it out of its sleeve. First of all, we've got, and this is quite unusual, don't tend to get these very much, but we've got a lovely booklet in this set. I mean, some of the artwork in here, I mean, I can't really do it justice just by holding it up for you here. But artwork relating to each track on this Meliora album, and in the middle is Papa Nihil, or Papa Emeritus. Sorry, I'm butchering some of his names, I know that. And some nameless ghouls there. I'm still quite new to the world of Ghost, but once I got their album Prequel last year, I was determined that this year I'd be getting the rest of their albums. And by the way, there will be another Ghost record mail opening coming up on this channel pretty soon, hopefully. But that's really nice, and I wasn't expecting that, to have a booklet in. Sniffing things again. It's got that really nice sort of glossy smell to it, that. So this is like the inner sleeve that's got nice image and lyrics to the tracks on the back, but I've got to show you the disc. That's why I'm taking my time getting this out. Because this is, and Jess from Jess and Peyton's going to be pleased because she's been asking for a yellow record. Because of all my yellow, the Swiss Duo record unboxings and mail openings that are all pressed on fairly boring looking black vinyl, but this here is, technically this is yellow, slightly translucent I would say, with black and white smear, so check that out. There again, in this light I don't think it's coming across quite so brightly as it does to the naked eye. It looks a little bit washed out to me, but maybe in editing it might look better, I don't know. But that is marvellous. Love that. What a disc. And we're not done yet because, like I say, I've got another album to open. There it is. Ghost's album Meliora, the yellow with black and white smear edition. And there's plenty of other editions that are out there that have been released worldwide. If you're a collector and you have to have every single different vinyl pressing of an album by Ghost, then that's a pretty expensive hobby, I think. Just one of each is good enough for me. But great album, listened to it yesterday. Can't decide if I like it better than Prequel, which is another brilliant one. I'm going to listen to all the albums again once I've got my Ghost collection, not complete, but, you know, fairly completed. Right, let's get this box from EMP opened. You'll know that it's a Ghost album because I've been wanting to do this video and show you at least a couple of albums from the same artist. And as I say, because I'm really enjoying the band at the moment, I have got other stuff from Ghost on order at certain places. This one here, it's been at EMP with a few pound off actually for quite some time. Intended to get it as soon as I felt it was appropriate. Nice sort of mailer here. Possibly could reuse that actually, should I have an album that I need to send out to someone, but I'll see. Here we have the second Ghost album, and there again, I'm going to embarrass myself with my Latin pronunciation, but their second album is called Infestissimum. So difficult to pronounce. So this cost, I think, $21.99, and what with me being an EMP Backstage Club member, postage was free. And I will get this open in a moment because I want to show you the disc again, so you know that this is a particularly attractive coloured disc to me. Quick look at the back there. As you've probably worked out, there is just Ghost's first studio album, which I think is called Opus Anonymous, and they've released a live album as well, Ceremony and Devotion. Those are the albums that I'm missing. The studio albums, those four, they were the main ones that I wanted to get, but I'm enjoying Ghost so much, I'm keen to collect the live album, maybe the EPs eventually, we'll see. But let me get this open. I'll do it fairly carefully. I think this might be a gatefold record actually. Could be wrong, but then again, I could be right. Well, I like this sort of slightly old book style feeling sleeve here. Now the reason Ghost are credited as Ghost BC on here is because for a while, I don't know if it still applies, but for a while, because there was another act prominent in America called Ghost, for their American audiences and American releases, they had to be called Ghost BC in America, but in Europe and the rest of the world, they could just be called Ghost. This album, although I don't think it's an American pressing because it's come from EMP, you know, which are a European company. Yes, this is a gatefold, my first Ghost gatefold, so that's a real treat there. I do love a gatefold sleeve. So we open that out and see there again an image of Tobias and his nameless ghouls there. And we have some lyrics and presumably some production and copyright notes on that side. Get this disc out and we'll have a quick butchers at it. Caught a glimpse of the top. Ah, sweet. So yeah, translucent red. Really nice. There again, how well these come out on video, it's kind of pot luck really, but whenever I get a record that differs from the normal boring black, but black vinyl matters, I have to show you. Just something about these limited editions, although whether they're that limited or not is up for debate, but these sort of different looks and different coloured pressings, they just always excite me, as you know. So I've not heard this album yet, not listened to any of the tracks on it yet previously via YouTube or anywhere. This is going to be a nice fresh experience, but I've loved both of the Ghost albums, Meliora and Prequel, that I've listened to so far, so I don't see any reason whatsoever why I'm not going to love Infestissimum. The only thing I don't love right now is my struggle to pronounce the album name. It's just a one disc album, which is a little bit unusual given that it's gatefold, but not entirely uncommon. I did buy an album recently which I've not shown yet on the channel because I'm waiting for something else to come in the post that I've pre-ordered. That's nothing to do with Ghost, but that was a gatefold album and it's only a one disc one, so similar to this, but oh, I'm so looking forward to this. I'm definitely going to be listening to this as soon as I am done here. So there we are. That was Ghost's third studio album, Meliora, and their second studio album from EMP, in festissimum. Thank you all for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this look at 2 more records in my collection, and more importantly 2 more additions to my collection of a band that I'm really getting into the past few months, and I just want to extend my collection and get as much Ghost as possible. Special thanks as always to my wonderful subscribers and patrons. My Patreon link is down in the description text box, as it always is. I'm going to go now, and yes, of course, got to give this a listen, and at some point, maybe once my Ghost album collection at the very least is all done and dusted, I'm just going to listen to them all, maybe in chronological order, decide which one is my favourite one. If you want to chat with me about Ghost or about music in general in the YouTube comments or on my Facebook group, then please do so. I always love to hear from all my viewers. I do hope that all of you will join me again next time for my next record mail opening video. Cheers everyone. See ya!